What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wylde here with another video, and I've been fired up about making this video all week. Donovan McNabbs. Donovan, I want to thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my bleeding green heart because you have finally answered a question that I've been asking myself for years. And that's, why can't the Eagle fans, why can't the Philadelphia fans give you a break? Why can't they just get off your case? Why can't they embrace you like they've embraced other veterans of the past? I mean, let's look. Before you came into town, there was a couple years where we went with some horrible quarterbacks. I mean, we were in the bottom basement of the NFC East for so long. You and Andy Reid came in, and I mean, Jim Johnson and his defense as well, and we had a bunch of great years as Eagle fans, and rooting on you was fun. I mean, you were one of a kind. You were like a hybrid. You could run, you could pass, and you didn't have much to work with for a long time until you got T.O. in 04. But you definitely had a great record, brought us to NFC Championship games, won one, lost in a Super Bowl, but your athletic ability and your record definitely stand above other quarterbacks that we've had. And until recently, I would say you were the best quarterback that the Eagles ever had. But for some reason, you just never caught on here as far as personality-wise. I mean, we go back to the 99 draft. 30 knuckleheads go up to the draft, boo you because they wanted Ricky Williams, and it seems like you just never let that go. Me as a fan, me as a McNabb fan, I was able to let that go. When you came back and said, 5 will always love you, it was corny, but I was able to let that go. And then it just started getting worse. Back in 2016, you said the Eagles were stupid for drafting Carson Wentz. Okay. As we started winning, you were never really on board as other Eagle veterans were. But I was able to let that go as an Eagle fan, as a McNabb fan, because I remember the games that I went to that you excelled in, and I looked past all the other stuff. And this week was my breaking point, my absolute breaking point with you. You jumped on the let's hate Carson Wentz bandwagon when you said that in 2 years, if the Eagles don't have playoff success, that they should draft another quarterback and look into getting rid of Carson Wentz. To me, your opinion is your opinion. However, it's unfair as a former Philadelphia Eagle to put that much pressure on this young quarterback when you yourself have had injuries. And I know in that interview you said durability means everything in the NFL. And you would know that because you were hurt a lot. I mean, let's go back to 2002. You get hurt in the 2002 season. Your backups, Coy Detmer, A.J. Feely, take the team, get hot. You come back for the playoffs. And then in the very last game at the Link, you shit the bed. Absolutely shit the bed. I can still see Joe Juravicius in the back of my mind running a touchdown in. I can still see Rondé Barber intercepting you. I mean, that's what it was. You came back hot in 2004. You got T.O. You guys went into the Super Bowl, and you threw up in the huddle. Here's Terrell Owens coming off of an ACL tear. Has 120 yards. It's like an Iron Man. And what do? You throw up in the huddle, and then the very next year, you can't get along with the guy that gave you the best career numbers ever in Terrell Owens. And because of that, the team went downhill. And eventually, besides 2008, when you got into the championship game and lost again, that's 4 championship losses, by the way, your career just kind of went down a slide. And we still kept you and kept you and kept you for, what, 11 years? Maybe more. I'm sorry. I'm heated up. I'm fired up. I don't have this exact stats with me. But could you imagine if after 2002 or after some of the years that you lost in the championship game, you had Ron Jaworski saying, yeah, the Eagles should look into drafting somebody else and getting rid of Donovan McNabb? Would that have been fair? Absolutely not. And let's just look at your the way you think, okay? The way that you're thinking is, this guy has been in the league for 3 years. 2 years will be 5, all right? In 2017, whether you like it or not, Carson Wentz played out of his mind and got the Eagles a first-round bye, an NFC East championship, and brought that team together into winning a Super Bowl. If any fans out there think for 1 second that 2017 season happens without Carson Wentz, you're lying to yourself. I'm not here to be a Carson Wentz truther or some kind of homer, okay? But what I'm saying is that happened. Everybody wants to act like it didn't, but it did. He got hurt. A lot of quarterbacks have got hurt. In my last video about this, I said the exact same thing. I brought up Drew Brees. Could you imagine how the Charger fans must feel? that they let Drew Brees go into free agency after the 2005 season. Now he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's won a Super Bowl. Okay, let's even go further back than that. Peyton Manning, the almighty Peyton Manning. Could you imagine if the Indianapolis Colts had let him go after the 99 season when he got into the championship game and lost? If they would have just decided to let him go, or had somebody talking about, oh, they should draft and look for the future if he can't get playoff success, it would have been asinine. But here you are, Donovan McNabb, a Philadelphia Eagle, a guy that brought him to the Super Bowl. And instead of going on national TV and saying, you know what, I'm on board with Carson Wentz, I hope he can stay healthy because he's going to need to be healthy to get back to the Super Bowl, you say, oh, well, the Eagles should, they should look into drafting somebody else and get rid of him if he can't have playoff success in a couple years. It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. I'm a McNabb fan. I've always been a McNabb fan. But right now, I'm done. I'm done with you. And people want to think that I'm kidding. I've got McNabb bobbleheads out the ass. I've got, jerseys, pictures. McNabb was my dude back in the day. But no more. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll go as far as doing this, Donovan McNabb, and I know you'll probably never see this video. But if for some chance that you do, I want to throw out a challenge. Chris Wylde wants to throw out a challenge to Donovan McNabb for charity. Let's have me versus you in a match for charity. All the proceeds go to whatever charity that you want them to go to. I'll let you have as much time as you need to train. You can eat as many Campbell's Chucky Soups as you need to. Me versus you. I win, you never talk about the Eagles or Carson Wentz again. I lose, you can say whatever the hell you want, which you still can say whatever the hell you want anyway. It's America. But Chris Wylde versus Donovan McNabb probably never happened, but the challenge is thrown out now. Eagle fans, I know this video has been all over the place, but I want you to know, hopefully this will be nothing but motivation, not just Carson Wentz, but the entire team, as we've seen Lane Johnson pretty much make McNabb look like a clown. So with that, I got screaming kids in the back. I got to go. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Let's make this thing go viral. Wylde versus McNabb sounds good to me. See you later.